Hello lovelies, you're welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'll be showing us how to make Ofada rice and ayamashi sauce. This is popularly eaten by the Egbas in Ogun State, the Abeokutas to be precise, and there will be a little bit of dancing in this video because I had so much fun shooting this. So first I'll be blending my onions and locust beans together. Please just skip the dancing part, but then you can join me if you wish. I had so much fun. So I'm doing this because I want all the flavor to infuse into one another, so there won't be so much stress trying to get the taste of something. So this is where we are now. This is what it looks like now. So this is finely chopped. Exactly. So this is my point. So the next is to chop my chili pepper, habanero pepper, and green tomatoes together. So, and the beauty of ayamashi is when you use green, that is when you get the real ayamashi feel and vibe. Okay, this is where we are. This is what it looks like. Okay, so now let's move to the next level. I'll be showing you what I'll be using to make the sauce. After showing you the pepper, the onions, now we got to show you the pomo, very clean pomo, chicken. I'm using chicken instead of using the assorted, the very popular one, fish, egg, salt, and seasoning. Let's get down to business. So, the first thing first is to use my bleached oil. I already bleached the oil before shooting this video. Now, the first thing you'll be adding is to add the chopped onions and the locust beans together. Now, you allow the flavor infuse into the oil. Of course, at this point, the atmosphere everywhere, the aroma has occupied everywhere, and everywhere is smelling. Ayamashi is in the building. Next is to add the chopped pepper. Okay, now you do this gently. All right. So let's add this and stir. Okay. Now, then the next thing is to stir together. Just do this gently. All right. So when you're done with this, okay, you cover, allow it simmer for a little bit before you add the next thing. And the next thing you'll be adding is your seasoning. Now you have to be very careful because of all the proteins we'll be using, they are all seasoned already. So you have to be very careful. So I'm just going to be using one bouillon cube for this particular stew because every other protein I'll be using, they're all well seasoned. And of course, I don't joke with my last of fish seasoning when I'm making stews like this. So there we go. Then you stir together. Yes, when you stir, everything gets to infuse together. So the first protein I'll be adding to this is the egg, and the reason is because I want it to really soak the stew. You know that kind of egg you see that is looking so dark. Don't worry, don't be scared. It's not from the dungeon. Now you cover it, you allow this cook. So while that is still going on, we're going to start frying our plantain. And you know what spices this dish up is when you add a dose of plantain to it. I mean, what's rice without plantain? So you just cut into cubes or any desired shape that you want. So this is how it's going. So it's time to check how far we've gone with this stew. All right, wow, this looks good already. So you stir gently. So now let's add our pomo. This has been pre-cooked before now. So it will be the first thing you add to this so that it will soak the stew as well. So you stir gently. Next is to add the chicken. Now this chicken has been cooked and fried already. So you add it gently into it. So when you're done stirring, you cover to allow simmer for a while. Wow. So this has cooked for some time now. Now let's see how far we've gone. So the last thing we'll be adding to this is our fish. And the reason why you're adding the fish last is because you don't want it to scatter. You don't want to have it all pieces in the stew. So this is also fried already. This is shower. I love shower fish. Please, you can just help me with the English word for shower in the comment section. Let's interact a little bit. So at this point, you just stir gently. The sauce is cooked already, so you just need it to. You need the fish to absorb a little bit of the stew. Then we are good to go. You just need to cover this for some minutes, few seconds, then you're good to go. All right, this is where we have. This is yummy. You can see that the color of the egg has changed already. This is the point we're going to. You know, my people will say, "Ẹyin yẹn ti muta." So we are good to go. Now the next thing is to kickstart with the rice, the ofada rice. First, you start by boiling your water. Please note that before adding this rice into the boiling water, I have washed and washed and washed. You can see from the color of the water, you can see that it's properly cleaned and washed. So while this is boiling for a while, you're going to be adding little salt. Now you have to be very careful because this can be so tricky because of the nature of the rice. So at this point now, I've checked it. I realize that it still needs some water. Then just add a little bit. Sometimes it takes some time to get ofada rice cooked, ofada rice or brown rice as some people call it. So we are almost there. It's looking yummy already. So let's go. I'm sure you're wondering why I'm doing this. I just want to ensure that everything is well cooked. We don't have some part half done and some not done. So here we are. It is well cooked. Now it's time to dish. So you can dish this in different ways. Some like to have their rice wrapped in leaves before serving it, while some just like it dished directly into their plate. The beautiful thing about having your rice wrapped in leaves is that there's this aroma it gives the rice when you're eating. It has this village vibe thing. Honestly, it's always very nice. So this is how you wrap it. You don't need to stress yourself. You just have it wrapped. Ensure it's not too much, and just know that at this point it was really very hot. Now let's serve. If you have watched this video to this very point, I must really say thank you very much for your support. Thank you so much for loving this video. Please do well to subscribe and put on the notification button so when next I post another amazing food content, you get to be the first to see it and watch it. Your likes, your share, and your subscription means a whole lot to me. Wow, this is yummy. Aren't you celebrating already? This is me feeling the vibe. You know, I told you I had so much fun shooting this. So the next thing I'll be doing is I'm going to be plating it without using the leaf. So let's start. All right, lovelies. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in my next video. Bye.